Okay, today we're going to talk about replacing or fixing the backplane on R730 large form factor server. The first thing that we did is we took the lid off. The second thing that we need to do is remove the fan tray assembly. So with the tabs, we're going to just take them, push them up like this. You'll see that it pops out, and then what we're going to do is take this out, we're going to lift it, put it to the back. That's going to give us access to the actual back plane. Now, things to take note here. This is your, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. This here is your SAS cable, right? So you have two of them. We got one here, and you got one here. Alright, so if we zoom back in a little more, you can see this here is the motherboard connector, and then down here you have the power supply connector, and then along the line you're going to see these here. These are metal clips, okay? And what can happen is sometimes the metal clips will dislodge, and in cases like that, it may pop the back plane out a little bit. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. And I'm going to zoom back out. First thing we're going to do is just take the SAS cables off. And then from here, you're going to notice that you have this area here. We're going to lift this up just a little bit, right? So we're going to lift this up just to get some clearance from these wires here. Not too much, just a little bit, right? Just a little bit, be able to fit your finger underneath. We're going to disconnect this motherboard cable here. Again, it's a pull tab, right? So you push down and you pull it out. And the same thing for the power cable, like so. Okay. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is take the SAS cables and give ourselves some room. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this guy, we're going to put this guy to the side. And that's it, just like that. Alright, and now this is going to give us access. Now, in the case where you have these little metal pins that are somehow not lined up, what you do is you can first try to just push it, like slide and push it in, but be careful not to push on the capacitors here. We don't want to damage those. But the other way you can do it is to just take it out entirely. Alright, and you can, to do that, you kind of finagle it, and then to get it back in there, you just go ahead and try to line up all of the lines. Alright, so this is how the tray works, and you can see that there's these holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? We need to just make sure they line up. And you can see, alright, and you can see on the side here that you have this little ridge, and that's where your backplane is going to line up into. Alright, so what we're going to do is take our backplane, we're going to kind of slide it in like that. I'll put these guys back in a sec. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is line up that metal pin here. Make sure it fits. That's why you need a little room there. And then from here you can kind of slide it down on that ridge there. And once you have it in place, what you want to do is just line these up. You see this here? This guy, you got one on the left. Boom, boom, boom. And then you'll know things are good because you'll hear it click in. There's no real play. You should be good to go. Then you plug your power cable back in. Like that. You plug in your motherboard cable like that. You bring your SAS cables back around like this. There's a tray here. You put the wires on the other side of the tray like that. And then we just start connecting it, right? So we put this guy here, and you'll know it's clicked in because I can't pull it back out. And then you put this guy in here, and same deal. Slide this guy back underneath, pull this guy back over and underneath. Now we take the fan tray, and to put the fan tray back, you'll see some bolts here. You got the bolt there, and you got the bolt here. You just line them up on both sides. It's going to be the same thing on the other side. Sometimes the wires need to get pushed down, right? So we can push these back into place. And we take our tray, we slide it in, we push these boot tabs down, bam. That is how we change the backplane or retrofit it back in on an R730 8-bay large form factor. Thanks for checking out my video. Have a good day.